Hey Slick Review fans, coming at you with another video. This week we're checking out a really inexpensive MP3 player. We're gonna see if it's any good. So we'll get into the box here, check this thing out. So right up top we get the device itself. Set that to the side for a second. Underneath all of this, we've got an instruction manual, a little case for the MP3 player, so that's pretty nice that they include that. Charging cable, looks like it's USB-C, so that's pretty cool. A screen protector, so also pretty sweet. A connection cord, because this does allow you to transfer straight from a smartphone into the device if you want. You don't necessarily have to use a computer. If your device supports this type of connection, I believe it's called OTG, then you should be able to transfer files from your phone into the device, so that's pretty cool. Then we have a nice pair of headphones as well, and that's it in the box. So we'll get some of this extra stuff out of here for a second, and let's take a look at the device. So it is a nice small form factor, fits in your hand very nicely, very small and compact device. For now we're going to throw it in this case that, again, is pretty nice that they include that as well. So very nice small form factor. Taking a look around at the bottom, yes, we have USB-C for charging and data transfer. We have a small external speaker. We have a headphone jack, and then power and volume on the side. So let's get it booted up here so we can take a walkthrough of the software. So as it pops up, I mean, it looks like a, kind of a smartphone sort of look here. We have a small grid of apps. There's only one page and then a couple buttons here at the bottom. So just taking a look at the music, I did load some up already and test this out a little bit, and I just want to walk you through what I think about this thing. So I've got some music queued up here, and it has a very nice interface. Again, this looks pretty cool. It even includes album art. You got your controls here at the bottom. And what is pretty nice is that, so if you go through folder and you go to the internal memory, it will sort by artist as long as you put it in separate folders. So I transferred on my MacBook into the device. I just copy and pasted a bunch of stuff over, and they were all in folders, and it transferred over here pretty nicely as well. And it does have support for playlists, so you could put your top 3 playlists. Maybe you want to use this for running and maybe snowboarding, or really whatever you want to do. You can have 3 different playlists right there in the music player. So the other functions that we have here, it does have capacity for videos. So I loaded up a video from my cross-channel, Zach's credit card guide, if you want to go check that out as well. But I loaded up a video on there, and it runs great. And this is even playing in 1080, which is what the file is. It's 1080 at 60, and it plays great. So even if you wanted to, again, if you wanted to buy this device and maybe take it on a plane or just even use it on your commutes every day, whatever you want to do, you could even load videos on here and it's going to play just fine. There is a capacity for photos, ebooks, and FM stereo. Once you plug in the headphones, then you can listen to FM stereo. There is a voice recorder function as well if you wanted to use that for whatever reason. There is a calendar, so just like any other smartphone. A stopwatch function, so that's pretty cool too. A calculator. A full-fledged dictionary for whatever reason, so if we wanted to look up slick and see what it says. A magazine printed on good quality paper. A trowel used to, so anyway, whatever. It's got an actual dictionary loaded in there. Also files, so you could use this as a flash drive, whatever you wanted to. You could load up just some regular files on there. And then the settings. So let's just look at what we have here. Not a lot going on. So power saving, you can turn it to completely shut off if you want it to after a certain amount of time. And that's not just sleep mode, that's full on power down. So you can decide if you want to use that. For the display, we have brightness settings and then screen timeout if you want to use that. Date and time, pretty basic. You can set whatever you want there. Language, not a lot of choices. And then in the advanced settings, you can turn on, key tones if you want it to beep at you all the time, and then just your basic resets. So just to show you the external speaker here, I've loaded up this video again. So we'll turn it all the way up. So at full volume, it does get a little distorted. You probably wouldn't want to listen to it like that for very long, but even turning it down to like half sounds pretty good. So I'll give you a quick listen so you can hear the speaker.
If you do focus on cashback versus points, this is
So sounds pretty good. I mean, again, you really wouldn't want to watch a movie like that without headphones, but you could. So I really would recommend using a speaker or headphones or pretty much anything else, again, you've got just a regular 3.5mm audio jack there, so you could run a line to a speaker or headphones. But also there is a model, not this one that we have here, but the exact same device, there is a Bluetooth option. And right now the price difference is only about $5. So I would definitely recommend picking up the one with Bluetooth. It's the exact same device, it just has Bluetooth, and for like $5 extra. So if you don't have Bluetooth headphones or you don't think you'd use that function, then just get this one. It's a little bit cheaper, save a couple bucks. But you can also get the exact same device with Bluetooth and use your favorite Bluetooth headphones. So let's also try out the voice recorder just to see how that works. Hey, this is Slick Reviews. We're doing a test of the TIMMKOO MP4 recorder. So let's see how it sounds. Let's go to our recording list, and there's our recording.
Hey, this is Slick Reviews. We're doing a test of the TIMMKOO MP4 recorder. So let's see how it sounds.
So obviously there's a lot of scratching because I'm holding it in my hand here, but doesn't sound all that bad, especially for using an internal microphone, holding it, you know, probably 18 inches away from my face. It sounded pretty good. So again, there is a voice recorder function in there as well. So this is a lot of the basic functions of your average Android smartphone. Obviously you can't make phone calls or anything, and there's no Wi-Fi. It's missing a couple things, but what I'm trying to get at is you get a lot of the smartphone experience for $45. And everything you can do on here: music, videos, pictures, ebooks, FM stereo, voice recorder, calendar, stopwatch, calculator, a dictionary, and files where you could transfer and hold files on here like a flash drive. So as far as storage, internally we have about 8 gigs. Let's see what's actually on here. So formatted about 7.5. I've got about almost 2 gigs with the video and the music that I've put on here for testing. So about 2 gigs of about 7.5 that's usable. And then on the side, there is a slot for a micro SD card supported up to 128 gigs. So you should be able to carry your entire music, a bunch of videos, whatever you wanted to put on here. Again, you could even use it as a flash drive. Pretty much everything you want to do, you can do with this device. So guys, overall in my testing, I am very impressed with this little device, especially at its price point of between $45 and $50, depending on if you want Bluetooth or not. I am seriously impressed with this little thing, especially for that price. You're getting a 4-inch IPS full HD display, so you can watch videos, whatever you want to do on it. Has a nice intuitive interface that is very Android-like. It feels like a tiny little smartphone, and it has a ton of cool features. As far as battery life, it charges to full in about 40 minutes, and the manufacturer claims around 30 hours of audio time, which in my testing seemed about right. I had it playing audio consistently for 4 hours. I just turned on some audio and just left it going. And just looking at the battery level after it was all done, it seemed about right. I think you could realistically get around 30 hours of using this. And its audio processor does support hi-fi lossless audio in pretty much every format you could think of. So wherever your audio collection is formatted in, you can load it up on this device. And again, putting your audio on it is super easy. I was able to plug it into my MacBook and it recognized it immediately like any other flash drive. And I just drag and drop, just move stuff over. It was super easy to do. This is compatible with Windows as well. If your smartphone supports OTG, you can connect it with the included connector and move stuff over that way. Really easy to use. I am seriously impressed with this device, especially at its price point of around $45. And right now there is a limited time discount even off of that pretty reasonable price. So make sure to check that link down in the description for that. So overall, this is a 10 out of 10 absolute win. This is the most impressed I've been with a product that we've checked out here on the channel in quite a long time. I'm seriously impressed by this thing. My question for you guys is, are you gonna pick one of these up? Who do you think this would be good for? Me personally, I think this would be good for a couple people. Maybe one, if you live in an area that maybe you don't want to have your smartphone out, like maybe on the subway, maybe you're worried about theft or something, but you still want your music. This would be a really good use case for that. Also, maybe a little bit older kid before they get a smartphone, but maybe they want like an MP4 player to play with. This would be good for them too, and if they lose it or break it, it's not the end of the world. So a couple different good use cases for it. Or maybe you're into some high impact sports or activities, like I can think of snowboarding, where maybe you're gonna go off some jumps and stuff, maybe you land on your smartphone. and that's like $1,000 out the window, where you could just get this and it's like 45 out the window. So a couple different cool use cases for something like this. Me personally, I think I'm going to use this on my motorcycle rides this summer. But that's my question for you guys. Who do you think this is good for? Let everybody know down in the comments. If you guys have any other comments or questions, please do leave them down below. I try to get to every single one. If you'd like to get a hold of me, my social media links are down in the description as well. That's all I've got for you this time, guys. I'm Zach, this is Slick Reviews, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey, thanks for watching. Make sure to drop a comment down below and give the video a thumbs up. Here's some other videos that I think you'll really like. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos, and I'm on Facebook and Twitter as well. See you at the next one.